I just said it. Live at 12:46. See? See? You see what I'm talking about?
Well, that doesn't work. That's not how this is supposed to go. So we have to start recording at something
44.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
To then have it be 5.
I should probably get over here.
Yeah.
I can like move over.
Yeah. You have room.
Hi, people. All right.
Yeah, I don't have any Star Wars stuff.
Oh God, the mommy is in the shot.
Oh no.
Sorry guys, I gotta do grocery shopping.
Oh no.
Oh no. What are we going to do?
We have to fix it.
Nah. All right.
I could scoot.
No. Leave her, because now she just looks like nobody and a head on your shoulder looking in the wrong direction.
Okay, no.
It's better. It's better to do it the other way.
Yeah.
There you go.
At least you have some context.
Even though she blends into the wall behind her, which is interesting. All right. So here we are with our chat of the week.
Chat of games.
Chat of games, chat of the week, and we have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know where this came from.
China.
No, I don't know. Like,
The sticker on the
I
side
don't
said?
know. Nope. I don't know where that came from. I have a thing here. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about these things, but it just says like battery pack. It doesn't even say like who made it. And I don't think this one says either. It says battery pack as well. All right, so we'll talk about these. Okay, so what do you have for this week? Anything? Let's. I don't know. What you been playing?
Not much.
Not much.
Not much.
What? Wait a minute. You got far more time than I do and more energy. Why don't you? Why? What?
Okay,
Explain to the people what's going on.
Last week I said I was going to play Homefront: The Revolution. I was going to play more of that. And I did.
I remember that.
I did. I played some more.
And? What does that mean?
There are story missions that I haven't gotten to because they're like across the world. But the problem is where I am, you have to. There are like drones flying around, and there are guys that constantly just want to kill you. And then there are these huge airships that are over the city that then monitor you. And you have to basically hide from everything.
You know what I feel like doing right now?
What?
Because that's what you sound like you're doing. You're whining.
No, I'm not whining.
No, you kind of are.
But
So
it's
what's the
just-
problem? Why aren't you playing the game?
Because it's... Nah.
See, that's not an answer.
I don't know. It just seems unnecessarily difficult. Just to get to the objective that's across the street.
So
Because it's like
because the game is difficult, it's eh.
No, it's unnecessarily difficult.
I know, but that makes it eh. But if you could drive and drift, then it would be all good. Is that what you're saying?
You can drive.
And drift?
I don't know about that because I haven't gotten into a car yet. I've only driven motorcycles. So you can drive.
You can drift a motorcycle.
But you make noise and
Sort of.
You like no. It's almost like a zombie game. It's similar to that.
I don't see your point.
Everything is attracted to noise, and you like can't do anything.
So what are you saying? I'm back to the. It's so hard.
No.
A video game. Really? Quiet back there. I mean, come on.
I don't know. It's difficult to traverse the world. Just to get.
So it does that difficulty.
Objective to
Does that difficulty make you not want to play the game? Is that why you're giving up the eh? You don't really like. It's not enjoyable to play the game because of the difficulty in traversing the world.
Yes.
Oh well, that's different. That's different than that. That's very different ideas.
Okay. wasn't
one,
doing the whining.
not valid. The other one, very valid.
Okay, very valid one then.
That was number 2.
So
Mine. Yours?
no, I was saying the same thing. I was
No,
just saying it
you were
differently.
you were whining.
No.
You were whining about playing video games. I mean, no one can whine about doing an activity that costs lots of money, takes time, and you don't have to do it. You can't whine about that. You just
True.
You can, but
no, you cannot. You cannot whine. You cannot whine. There is no whining when you don't have to be doing this thing.
True.
Hey,
It didn't cost a lot of money
You see what I'm saying?
because it was on like a really big
Oh
sale.
God,
So,
not the big Steam sale.
Steam sales are,
Steam
those are the best things.
Steam sales is how we do what we do.
Some of the mechanics of the game are fun, like how you have your guns, and it's got a base model, and then you can take it apart and put it back together to make a different gun. So you have like an assault rifle that becomes a light machine gun, or becomes a rocket launcher, or a grenade launcher, or something like that. And that's fun to do, and it's useful because of the situation that you may be in, and the people you have to fight. So that's fun to do, and it's quick and easy, and you can switch out a bunch of different stuff. But like, it's sort of like a apocalyptic world, or post-apocalyptic
Thank you.
world.
I'm about to say, because apocalyptic is
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic world where, like, all the buildings just have huge holes in them and like stuff like that.
Oh, so it's Detroit.
I don't think you're in Detroit, but
I know.
guess.
My point is that you just
Yeah.
described buildings in Detroit.
Yeah. So it's kind of difficult to get cover because as soon as you take out one, there's like no easy way or quiet way to take out a drone. Because as soon as it sees you, it sends a message to those big airships, and then they cover an entire area, and you just have to sit there and wait for them to leave. Because as soon as they see you, they send guys after you, and it's this huge thing, and you're making all this noise, and then more guys come, and you kind of can't get away from it, and you just have to die and restart over.
Okay.
Which kind of sucks, because... And there might be some ability or something that you get later that you can take out the drones, like with an EMP blast or
So
something.
you're enjoying this game. I'm trying to whittle this down to get away from it.
I'm not doing that, though.
Would you recommend this game to someone else to play?
Maybe.
You look really enthused.
Well,
I mean, your maybe was so impactful. I just might have to download it. Actually, I think I already
you
have
have
it.
it. Yeah, you have it.
I have it. Never turned it on.
Probably
never
got
played
it. I think you got it in a bundle.
Yeah, bundles, people.
Bundles on sale.
Steam. On Steam. It's always about the bundle. If you can wait, just wait. If you're like on the fence on any game, just wait for it to be in a bundle, because it's gonna be in a bundle.
And then that bundle is gonna be on sale.
And then and then you're basically gonna get the game super cheap. Who cares if, I mean, honestly, unless you're just a multiplayer person, you just need to be with other people playing games. Those games, you need to have the people on the servers playing the game with you type thing. But see, all the games I play, I don't want to play with nobody. So, that being said,
Except for the
you can wait till it's not popular anymore and it goes on sale and it's super cheap and it's part of a bundle and you get, 20 games and, each game is like $2 or something, and then you buy the bundle.
Right.
Now, you may never play those other games again, but you got the game you wanted for less than it was going to cost, and you got 19 other games. That's the Steam sale time.
Yeah.
Usually at... Speaking of Steam sale, there's one coming up.
Really?
Guess what for? Come on, you live there.
Nah.
Spring Festival. Yes, there is. There's a
Next
Steam
week.
sale coming up for Spring Festival. I forget how many days, but it's coming.
Alright. That works.
So if you missed it at Christmas,
Yeah.
I need like a do do do.
Yeah.
You know, a little do do, a little thingy thing.
Jingle. For the Steam sale.
It's coming. Okay, so what else you been playing? You did some playing yesterday. What'd you play yesterday?
Played some Far Cry
Okay.
because
You're the damn drifting.
no. I didn't really drive much yesterday. I drove a lot today because I was doing big missions where I had to chase stuff.
Yeah. 'Cause
I don't
driving
like
in Far Cry-
flying. I don't like flying in the planes. It sucks.
Why?
Because the missions where you have to fly in the plane means you have to shoot something.
Okay,
And
the missions to where you have to fly the plane or just flying in the plane, they are different in Far Cry.
okay, the missions where you have to fly in a plane and shoot at something,
Okay.
take out like a helicopter or whatever.
Especially moving objects.
That sucks.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Like,
I agree.
Because
But does it feel like flying a plane and you're inexperienced at flying planes, or does it feel like just terrible flying the plane?
it just is hard to control. And if you get, because I went and I was doing the one mission where you have to kill Joseph and he's in the plane. As soon as I got into the air, he turned around, was shooting at me, I was shooting at him, and then we both turned at the same time and our wings smacked and like mine broke off or whatever, and I couldn't control the plane anymore, so I just jumped out.
Yeah, well, you can't control a plane without a wing.
True. So I jumped out, and it was, I went back.
That's
and
kind
got-
of a major part.
Yeah, I know. But I went back to Nick's place and got another plane.
Yeah, that
tried
makes
to do it again.
Because
and
going
I-
to the airfield to get a plane makes sense.
Yes. And it was too difficult. It was too difficult to maneuver the plane to try to line up shots and try to hit him before he dives away.
They do that thing. with
I
the-
don't
You know how they do
yes,
that?
I know,
With
but
the tiniest the
you
violin.
agree.
But you know how they do that?
Yes, I
For
know.
you, it's always going to be like this.
Okay, but you agree with me about how hard the plane is to control.
No.
and try to shoot
To
stuff.
me, it felt like I mean, the view you get is the view you would get in a plane.
Right.
So when you try to look to the right or left, you don't see much because that's the view in those kinds of planes that you would actually get. Well, if you're going to ask for realism, you can't get mad that it's realistic.
True.
Right? And then those planes aren't super maneuverable. Like you're not supposed to be able to turn on a dime.
You're not supposed to do
That's just
fights.
right. No. They were meant for dogfighting
Oh.
in World War II.
Oh, okay. Right.
You know, I mean, okay. I mean, what are you supposed to do? So I guess I'm not looking at it like it should just be easy to control. I'm looking at it like it actually should be hard to control, and I don't know how to control this freaking plane because I've never flown one of these things before.
Right.
So should it be hard? Yeah. If I gotta run into the dude and parachute out, let's do it.
Right.
I don't need the plane. I need him dead, right?
Right.
I mean, essentially, that's what you're looking for. So, I guess.
It was less hassle to just jump out, have the plane just get exploded or whatever, jump out and get into a turret on the ground and just
Yeah.
because he's gonna keep coming around and swooping at you.
Exactly.
So if it's a straight shot, you just shoot.
See,
him
I
until
mean,
he's dead.
but then therein lies the puzzle, right?
Right.
How do I defeat the guy when I can't I can't fly very well? He flies better than me. Now, how do I defeat him?
Right.
Get on the ground and have a rocket launcher.
Or the Mars guns.
Well, you see, I mean, you have to solve the problem.
Right.
Okay.
And
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's what game is. How do you solve the problem? Get past the obstacle to go onto the next obstacle. That's gameplay.
Right.
If you didn't have that, and if it was too easy, you'd be upset that was so easy. If it's difficult, it's supposed to be difficult.
Right. And I
swear these two, I'm gonna kill them.
I think when I restarted, I want to say I put it on the next difficulty. Like we played it, and when I played it the first time, I was in easy.
Right.
And I think when I did it this time, it was in normal. So it was a bit harder than.
And it should be.
Right.
Because you're more experienced and you're better. And
right. That was the point. And I started playing again because I wanted to get better. Because a while ago I went into the zombie mode and it's like I'll play these again because there are some challenges that you can do in those and get different stuff. I think you can get different guns or enhancement on your guns or something like that. So I was like, I'll go back in and play this. And the first level, I died like 4 times.
Which one?
The first zombie one.
Which one?
When you're in the field on the farm.
What?
Yeah.
You let the field zombies?
I died like 4 times.
The
I'm
field
like,
zombies?
I was like, I need to just play the normal game.
No, you just got to get a better tractor, man. Turn on that thing in the front and just mow them down.
I didn't use the tractor.
Oh, well, see, that's why it was there.
I didn't use the tractor.
Literally, that's why it was there. Was to mow them down.
Yeah, and there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, they're right there. They're always there. Man, you turn that bad boy on and you just drive. You want to drift? Drift in a tractor.
No, you don't drift in a tractor. You can't go fast enough.
Oh, that doesn't mean you can't drift, man.
Yeah, and I think one of the perks that you can get, because you can beat it, I believe, on different difficulties, and I think you get like grenades or something, which is very useful.
You might as well go ahead and keep practicing because Far Cry
New Dawn.
A New Dawn or New Dawn?
It's just New Dawn.
Far Cry New Dawn comes out when?
February 15th.
You looked at your watch.
It sure did, and it's dead.
Leave it here.
You looked at a watch that is dead to get a date.
In the future, yes.
Wait, no, not February. That's the one that comes out around your birthday.
No, that's
Subnautica.
That's Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Mortal Kombat!
That comes out on the 23rd of April.
So wait. So we've got
Far Cry comes
Oh,
out.
It's the 15th because that was the whole thing about all these games coming out on the 15th.
Yeah,
so this one, the Far Cry comes out on the 15th of February, which is
soon.
2 weeks from now. And then
Subnautica comes out.
Subnautica's early access
3 days.
below 0.
3 days.
Oh yeah, I have an alert to tell me to watch the unveiling of the YouTube video, the live unveiling of the YouTube video for the early access.
Oh God.
Really? Did I need that? Not really.
Probably not.
All I needed was somebody to say you can download it now, because you can't even buy it early.
Nope. You can't pre-purchase the early access.
You might. I mean, and it's funny because after playing Subnautica, I played way more in the game as early access, the first one, than I did in the once it released.
Everybody did.
I should just wait, right?
Yeah.
Until it's done.
No.
And don't get the early access.
I'm gonna do it.
Because if you get the early access, then you end up not wanting to play the game.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Like Breathage.
Because I feel like they probably have a lot more done because they have a lot of stuff to already go off of.
Oh, you think so?
Probably because
You just want to see
Because
those
think
crazy
about it,
penguins
like-
come after your ass.
no, I don't. Those things are terrifying. Because think about it, like when they made the first one, they were starting from scratch, but this is like an expansion. It's sort of like an add-on, so they could take all the previous.
I wish it was
stuff,
an add-on.
right? They could take all the previous stuff of the first game and just apply that.
I want to get in my Seamoth, and I want to be able to ride from where I am now to over there.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It'd take a long time.
So,
You just glue down W.
I mean, I've done it before. I've gone out there.
Really?
I've gone out in the water where there was nothing around and just went for literally 20, 30 minutes in one direction and got nowhere. Like it was just water. It was just more water.
Yeah.
Why can't you get there? Why can't there be, if there's land over there, why can't I get to a place, like why couldn't they just connect them is what I'm saying.
Right.
Just make a connection. Just let it be, Now if you keep going in this direction, you're gonna eventually get there.
Right. I think that's
Why
what
not?
they're going to do.
I think that's what they still should do.
Yeah.
They should just connect them. If you bought the one game and you buy the other game, eventually they go foomp,
And just connect.
and they just connect so that you can take resources from one and back and forth to the other because you're on the same planet.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
enough ranting. So what else we've been playing?
We played Rocket League last night.
We were kicking some ass. That's what we were doing.
15
We
to
were
3.
we were kicking AI ass. Yes, we were.
What was the one?
Why weren't we playing against real people?
I don't know. Because real people are
Because we were kicking some AI ass.
Because a lot of people have been playing this game much longer than we have, and we're not.
And
that
we're terrible.
Good. Yeah.
That's true. We are terrible.
We could play against each other, but that's no fun.
Unless it's a one-on-one.
Yeah, that's no fun. Because then we just get mad at each other.
I wouldn't get mad.
Oh, you get mad.
No, I get mad at myself for not doing what I want to do very well.
Oh.
I don't get mad at you for beating me. I get mad at me for losing. Oh yeah.
That's different.
I'm not playing against you. I'm playing against me. That's how it works. It's like bowling. Golf. Seriously. I'm not playing against you. I'm playing against me.
Yeah, I think next time we play, we just do us versus the AI. Just two.
2-on-2, man. 2-on-2. Get those other cars that like to score on themselves. Get them out of there.
Yeah. And not
But that means
the
every
ball
time
on the
you
line.
score on us, that means that you have to I don't know, take a shot or something.
Take a shot.
Yeah, man, you have to have some kind of penalty.
I have to have a penalty.
Yes.
Take a shot of what?
Especially since you are penalizing yourself. I'm not worthy. I can't go after this. I can't do this. I'm not worthy. Yeah, you can't do that. So you need a shot or something.
Of what?
I don't know. What does Jack take shots of?
I don't know, whiskey.
There you go! Little Irish whiskey. That'd be awesome.
What?
Every time you score on yourself, you have to take a shot of Irish whiskey?
You gonna give our
I'm not giving him anything. He's the one that scored on us.
liquor?
Penalty.
That's penalty. That's punishment.
Why aren't you over there looking at the whiskey right now?
I'm not.
You're looking at liquor right now. I see the bottles right now.
That is salad
Terrible.
dressing.
Stop lying to the
Yes,
people. Salad dressing. You lying to the people. All right.
dressing.
So this week, I think the only thing I really played was Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
I got up to level 14.
I've been grinding in that.
I don't like the idea that in your regular Odyssey missions, as you go up, they go up too. I don't like that. Now, sometimes in the missions that are on the bulletin boards, some of them stay low.
Stay low.
So that way, if you jump up to like 14 and there's some 11 missions out there, you know that you can go over there, whoop their ass, get the stuff, come back, and you can get that bonus and move up.
Right.
But there are these missions that just keep following you. So as you go up, they go up. Now, some people say they like that. I don't like that.
No.
If it was low before, I want it to stay low. I want it to be low so that when I go back over there, I can go do that mission
So
because
that
I
you
don't.
can prepare.
Well, you can prepare and get better, but also I want to be able to do it easily to boost me up later. So maybe I don't do this whole little area on the map. I don't finish everything because it'd be too much for me to try to finish,
Right.
and I can't do it well right
So
now.
Go back up to 50.
Yeah, so it does. And then go to another area, do the few missions that I'm might be pushing my limit on, go back
Right.
and do those other ones to bump myself up
So
again.
I guess the idea is the thing in the mission.
It's always going to be at your level.
Right. Like the character that you're trying to kill or whatever, they're training too. They're getting better the same as you.
I don't like that.
No, that kind of sucks.
That's not cool. I'm not happy with that. But I've killed a lot of mercenaries. I'm hunting them now. I hunted one into an area where if anybody else would have attacked me, they'd have killed me like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I rode all the way to Athens And when I got there, it was like, oh shit, they're way, way, way higher than me.
Didn't you say there was a person on a horse who like taunted you?
Oh yeah, they rode by and they were like, she was like one of the highest in the game.
Yeah.
And she was like, if I had time, I'd go after you. It's like, oh shit.
Please don't.
I know. Keep riding.
Have your schedule be full.
No, I don't even ever want to see you again.
Right.
I mean, by the time I get to you, I think she was like a level
40 something.
Yeah,
right?
40 something.
46 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like a level 10.
Oh god.
It's like, no, lady, you stay
bye-bye
where
now.
you is.
Yeah.
I don't need you over here.
Right.
You go about your business. I don't even want to know your name.
Right.
Oh, and there's what was it? So you've got all these categories of things that you can do. You have your ship category, you have your personal inventory stuff, but then you have like, what was it? You have the mercenaries.
Yeah.
Then there's a whole nother tree that opens up.
What?
It's the after you do one of the missions, there's a secret society thing, and it's this cult, and then all of a sudden this giant tree opens up on the screen, and you've got all these people that you have to find out who they are by getting clues in the world. Oh God, are you just like what?
What is it with Ubisoft and cults?
Apparently they don't like them very much because this cult is trying to kill your family. And so you want to go after them, but you got to do all these other things, and you're basically it's like you're doing 2 or 3 quests at a time. No matter where you go, you're always doing multiple things at the same time. Do the bulletin board, do the side quest, do the main quest, and now you're doing this cult thing of trying to get clues about the world. Basically, it's kind of like forces you to sort of 100% everything just because you're not going to ever finish or get to or find out about these other things if you don't do all these other missions, because your clues might be in those missions. You see, like as you do it, you like one of the things you go over, you're supposed to kill this guy, you go over, you kill the guy, and then you find out he's got this thing, but you don't know what the thing is. And then all of a sudden you go into another mission. You go into that mission, and all of a sudden, the thing that you got from that guy, well, you're supposed to use it in that mission, but nothing ever told you that was ever relevant. So it's all these layers of stuff in the game. So I'm layering up.
Yeah, I watched the official trailer on Steam for the new Far Cry, and oh yeah, you can put the little
Just
on
keep talking to the people. I'm just looking.
But I watched a trailer, and apparently John Seed is in this one too.
I would think so.
And he's like, at the end you just see sort of like.
Wait a minute, what are we
silhouette
talking about at the end?
At the end of the trailer.
Look, man, stay away from trailers. They
saw
spoil everything.
Yeah,
they
but
mess
I saw
up everything.
But he's just sitting there. He's like, I thought I was doing good by bringing this thing, but I was wrong.
Whatever.
And
You
it's
can't
like-
say you were wrong
like,
after you
man,
fucking nuked the
if
world.
if I come across you,
You nuked the world. You
Yeah.
nuked the whole area. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't listen to anything he says. He lies. All right. So I was looking at this. So this is your SteelSeries controller.
yeah, and you can put
No-
the stick covers on them.
Oh, that's nice. You can't change the battery.
No, it's rechargeable.
Yeah, but you can't change it.
No,
Eventually, that battery's gonna go bad.
sure.
So battery talk. On these.
Show off your new cover, because it's
No,
different
no,
than
no.
last time.
Shh.
It's different.
Shh. On these, I had some batteries that actually go with this charger. Right? So it just plugs in, simple. There you go. Now you can see it against the back. So it was this charger. It was a cheap charger that we got in China. It just says for Xbox One wireless controller, dual charging dock. It doesn't have a name on it or anything. Okay. So these batteries, when they're inside, they just go in like that, right? When the controller's on top.
Right.
So you saw that with this controller sitting on there. And then it will charge, right? I thought it was a good idea at the time. It was fine. We only had the two. Regular USB connection. No big deal. All right. So been using these. And basically I was getting maybe 2 hours?
2.5. Yeah.
Ish. 2.5, 2 hours of gameplay out of this. So it's got the cover and the battery all in one piece. Plug it into your thing.
That's what's on this right now.
So I don't like this 2 hour thing. You know, you're playing, all of a sudden your controller is dead. You grab another one. Plug it in. Hopefully you don't die before you can get to that, escape key and pause the game. So then I was searching around on the Amazon.
As you do.
And so I found these. And this is the Nico. And they come with the little covers, separate.
Yeah. So if you have a white controller, you can switch out the white.
But these are like really powerful.
Right.
Much more than the other ones. I don't know if this one even says what its output is. Let's see. This one, I don't think it says it on here at all. Yes, it does. 650 milliamp hours. 650. FYI, don't buy this. Now, this one, what did I say this one was? Let's see.
12 something. 1200.
Yeah, these are, I think it was around 1200 milliamp hours.
Right.
Was it 1200 or 12,000?
1200. Not 12.
Ha 12,000 would be awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be much.
But they come with a nice little cord that tells you when it's full.
Right. It has a
Which I
little light
do like,
indicators.
very much so. And, it just goes in your controller just like before. Like your AA's would go in or whatever. And then you get your little case that goes on, your little cover that goes on top. But in the cover are the holes so that you can plop this down in their little version of this.
Right. And their version is modular, so you can take multiple and stick them
Now,
together.
here's the real kicker. I've been playing with this same battery for a week. A week. Not a couple hours and, you're done and you're changing it out. A week this thing is going, and I still haven't gotten to the point where I need to change it yet. This one hasn't even gone in yet. If I was nice, I'd let Aaron play with it. See the laughing? Why would I do that? It's crazy.
Especially when I have like 3 of these batteries.
Yes,
that
but
are
this
all
one,
charged.
you only need one.
I know, but these are
A
already
week!
charged.
So,
And plus, I can always just plug in.
everybody can always just plug in. That's not the point. The point is, that is so cool. And I can't get this to go on now.
Yes, but with your week of gameplay, you haven't played any For Honor.
I have not. I can't seem to bring myself to play that game.
You gotta do it.
No, I kind of don't.
You gotta do it.
No, not really.
You gotta get better.
I'm so not enthused about that game. There we go. So you got your connection there. You got your connection there when you put it in the dock. It's just awesomeness. Now the other awesomeness thing that we had this week because of the Amazons is this was the controller cover that I had before.
Yeah.
It's over there. It's nasty looking. It's bad.
It's what you saw last week.
But it was so smooth. You see how smooth this is up here?
Yeah.
It's got little ridges across the bottom, but it's super smooth. So when you start playing and going and
then
it starts to do like
flexing,
that,
and then,
it's not cool.
Yeah.
But
especially when you're playing a frustrating game like Rocket League, it does this.
yeah.
And it just starts curling over.
But then this one, it's got little knobbies. on the top and the bottom.
Right.
So when you get the sweaty palm action going because they're really kicking your ass, it's awesome.
Right. It's not, and it's pretty tight.
And it's a little bit tighter than the other one. Now I'm sure it'll loosen up because they're both silicone. It'll loosen up over time. But
and stick covers.
and the stick covers are a little nicer too.
Because this was the previous stick cover that I'm dropping. This is the previous stick cover. I don't know if you can see it very well, but when you put it on, it felt like it was way too smooth. So then when you're trying to run away or trying to look fast, you end up getting slippage.
Also, on those, they like to slip off
Yeah.
as you're playing. So you're pushing, and all of a sudden it goes, loop, boop, and then the cat takes it away.
Yeah.
Beware of the cat. The cats like to take away your covers. So these covers are actually, they're like slimmer profile.
Right.
More knobs came with this. I'm liking this. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, because this just had tiny little. Come on. Okay, this had tiny little nubs that didn't really make a difference at all. It was just you just have this huge divot where your thumb goes, but then you just slide right off of it. And that one just has a bunch more, make it a bit easier to
So
hold on to.
check out, I guess it's Nyko on Amazon. These batteries. Now, if you've got an Xbox, you can. They've got an attachment that'll charge these,
A whole module.
and it will just connect straight to your Xbox. So if you're into that thing, it's got a little battery indicator on the front and all that good stuff too.
Right.
So that was kind of cool. We don't have an Xbox,
No.
so having that thing doesn't matter. But it actually looks cool, modular thing. So that's battery talk for today. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'll probably never use these again unless it's an emergency,
Yeah. Which I don't
or
know
I just
what-
give them to Erin.
Or Keegan, she has one.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give Keegan this
No, don't do that.
one. Give her the good stuff. Let you have the old
No.
stuff.
Why? I already have the old controller.
Yeah.
Both
so-
of your controllers are newer than mine.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna use that headphone jack.
I'm not, but still, it's newer.
Really. There's nothing about the controllers that makes it any better in doing anything that you're going to do.
I don't know because my computer, whenever we connect both of our controllers, it prioritizes Keegan's over mine. She's always player one.
Yeah, but that just means it likes her more.
Because her thing is
No.
red and it's cooler.
That's
Your computer doesn't like you. It's okay.
no. My computer does like me.
No, actually,
take
you
care of
just
it.
you just explained that it doesn't. Nyko, check it out. All right. They got a bunch of accessories too. They got a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
battery stuff. So, but I'm liking this right now.
Yeah, Keegan.
Maybe next week I'll hate it, but right now I like it.
Keegan might not need a cover because the way the texture on her controller is actually a bit grippier, so you don't slide off it as easily.
Yeah, mine was not bad, but there's nothing on it to give it any. I mean,
It's like a mat.
right. But once you start playing, that doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's fine when you're dry and you haven't been playing, but as soon as you get a little moisture on your hands from playing it, you're gonna slide right off of it.
Yeah.
Okay. What else you got for the people this week? Anything else?
I haven't played anything else.
You haven't played anything else.
No.
Are you jumping into anything? Are you done with your? Did you jump back into the thing you said you were going to jump back into?
Shadow Mordor.
Nope, not that thing.
What thing? Witcher.
Nope, not that thing. The thing you said you were going to jump back into to talk about this week. Yeah, I'll remember. Well, you don't remember because I haven't posted the video yet, but by the time hopefully you see this video, you have watched the other video.
Yeah. Homefront's Revolution.
No, not that one.
What did I do?
Bandersnatch.
Oh, we didn't do that. You didn't do that. We said we were gonna do that.
Bander.
We said we were gonna do that yesterday.
Bandersnatch
So-
is essentially a game.
Yes, it is.
And
So
anybody who tries to tell you
relevant.
different, they
They lie.
lie.
And they don't know what they're talking about.
Because it is a game of trying to get to the end. It is a choose your own adventure,
Yeah.
but you really don't get to choose your adventure, and they tell you that in the thing.
Do they?
Oh yeah. There's a moment in there where he says, I tried to give the reader or the game player, I tried to give them lots of choices, and I realized that I couldn't do that. I had to give them no choices, and so basically he's telling you, you really don't have a choice. You're gonna go where he wants you to go as a method of control.
Yeah, that's the one. What ending is that? That's the one where you kill your father
Spoilers.
and get away with it.
Why you gotta tell people you gotta kill people?
Well,
Why you gotta do
spoilers. It's just
You know when you say spoilers after the fact, it doesn't really help.
okay. Well,
You've kind of
you
already
can fix
spoiled
it
it.
in editing.
No. There is no editing out of the spoilery material. There's just anger, vitriol is what we call that.
You can put a
Really,
little
cat? Really?
put a little thing. Put a little thing before I say anything.
No, I'm not putting any disclaimers or nothing. I'm sorry, you just did it.
Okay.
When the people come with the pitchforks
They're not gonna come with pitchforks because
and
I
they
just
knock
spoiled
and they
one
knock
little thing.
politely on the front door,
Not politely.
I'm just gonna let them in.
No. Don't.
I'm just gonna let them in. I'm just gonna let them come on in and take you away and take your computer.
No, don't. No.
He's got the good computer,
Yes, I do.
and I can take
What?
it and play with it. And,
But
you know.
okay, from here on out, spoilers.
Well, I guess the thing is, people, from what I'm seeing, is people are watching. They watched the Bandersnatch when it came out. Some people got some of the endings. There are many.
There's like 5.
I heard there might be more.
Well, there's 5 like endings where you get to credits.
I know.
And
I
then there's a
heard
bunch
there
of
might be
other
more.
Yeah, what, like 9?
9.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Oh god.
The problem with it is you gotta go through each one to try to see where all of your different choices are going to take you, and it's fun. And that's what makes it's the game. That's what makes it a game.
Right. But I found I think 5 different endings where you're in prison.
Where you end up in prison.
Right. Because
But is that really a different ending?
I don't know. Well, how you got there was different. But
Oh, you're saying that you did 5 different things and you ended up in prison.
right. So and there's because I think when you get away with the murders and such.
Why are you telling everybody everything?
Because
You just don't know
I
how
just
to
have-
talk without spoiling. We have cat issues that we will be rectifying.
But when you get away with certain things,
Richard Wright style.
Aaron?
there's one ending where there's an old guy and he's reviewing your game. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not it's not the young dude.
Yes.
And then there's another one where it's the old guy and he interviews Colin. And he asks him, if you could talk to, your character, if you could talk to him, what would you say? And he said, start over. And he's basically telling you, go
Start
back
over.
and do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But he tells you that multiple times in multiple
Right.
different places. Start
And-
over.
and
You made the wrong
there's-
choice.
Yeah, and then there's one where the guy that said, the head of the company who wants to produce your game, he sends Colin to your house
Yes.
to help you with the game.
And Colin doesn't see the dead body.
Right, Colin doesn't see your dad on the floor.
Why you gotta tell everybody
in the
it's your
kitchen.
dad, man? Why can't
Well,
you just
okay.
leave it with dead body?
Okay, dead
See,
person
you got
in
a
the
problem with
kitchen.
this, man. You're a super spoiler.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help y'all. Watch
Okay,
it, man.
but-
just go through it.
But then he like ignores it, but kind of knows already.
I think he's supposed to see that things are not right in this house, and
Right.
he knows it, but acknowledging it doesn't matter because you can start over.
Right.
He knows
He
that
knows
you
that.
can start over. So
Yeah.
it's like nothing really is going to phase him because he's just like, whatever.
Yeah,
Because you can always do this again. It
right.
doesn't matter.
He says, he's like, if you're gonna kill me, then go ahead.
Right.
I'll just
Come.
just be
Right.
in another life. But he's like, if you choose not to kill him, he's like, thanks, I'm enjoying this timeline, and then he leaves.
Right. So it's like he has an insight that you don't have.
Right.
Whether it's the you that you're controlling but you know what there are parts in there where basically you get berated by the character. And that's kind of fun. So there's some interesting
You get yelled at.
there's some interesting things in there and choices you can make, and they're like little teeny weeny nuanced things that change. So it's like you could have done it, made a choice, went back, do it again, and all of a sudden either the choices change or something is different and that's what makes it kind of cool, because it makes you want to go, oh, what happens if I go back again?
Yeah, something
and again,
happened like that where, you know how when you first do it, you have the game be a failure, and he says, I'm going back, and then Colin's like, have we met before? Later on, you go, like, it does that sort of Cuddy previously thing, and he says, I told you I'd be back. And it's like, what? And then I went back and tried to see if I could get that again, and it would not show up. The next
It's
4
remembering.
times I did. Yeah.
And it's remembering like what you've chosen, even though like when you start it, you get so far. If you get to an end, then you can start over clean.
Yeah.
But as long as you're in that loop of going back and forward and back and forward and back and forward and then forward and then back again, and you're on this thing, it's going to remember the choices you've made, giving you different stuff.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get to an end and totally finish it, get out of it, go back, then you get to see like, oh, that was the thing.
Right.
Yeah, you have to, you can't stop in the middle. I found that out because remember when I told you before that I had just stopped and I didn't get to an end. When I came back, it resumed where I had been.
Yeah, that's what.
So
Netflix
it remembered.
does.
It remembered like any other Netflix movie just to start where you left off.
Right.
So.
And did you ever kill yourself as a child? Did you do that?
Kill yourself as a child.
Yeah. When you go back.
You mean the train thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that, I thought he would
go ride the train.
Yeah, because you go with your mom and
stop. You don't have to tell everybody everything.
Okay. Well, you do that, and I
need a sign that just blinks over him. Super spoiler. Super spoiler. Super spoiler.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
I thought he would just disappear.
Why would he disappear? You're in a different timeline.
How?
Because he knows what happens if those events don't pan out that way. Those events for him never panned out that way. So why would he disappear? That would be a different timeline. See, that's where you start messing with time and all that other good stuff. Flashpoint.
It's not like Flashpoint.
Things are all messed up.
It's not like Flashpoint.
Diggle has a daughter instead of a son.
Yep.
Or a son instead of a daughter.
Son.
What did he have first?
Son instead of a daughter.
Right, because he had a daughter first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, there you go.
Yeah.
If you're not watching The Flash, you should watch The Flash.
I had to stop watching The Flash because I had to catch up in Supergirl and Legends.
Yeah, well,
because
you know what? Now's the time to catch up because Legends won't be back for a while.
Oh God.
No, I mean a while.
Why?
They're not slated to even come back. I think until April.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
So now's the time to get in there.
Something's wrong with your bank card. It won't go through.
Oh God. Of course something's wrong with the bank card. Well, that's the problem I had with Amazon too, right? Of course there's something wrong with the bank card. Because, you know, that's where the pay goes. So the pay goes in, and then you can't use it. Really, people? I got nothing for you. All I know is I got nothing. What else we got for the game people today? Anything else? I guess we're just gonna keep plugging away at the stuff we've been playing.
I guess.
Testing out these batteries, seeing how good they are. Maybe I should just give you one and let you
I mean, I don't have anything.
play.
I don't have any new games. You have the new games.
I got it. I got the Tomb Raider. I haven't even.
Yeah,
I haven't even.
You had the Tomb
I
Raider.
haven't even turned it on. I haven't even started it.
I haven't gone back to the first reboot.
I gotta
haven't
start
gone back
that
to
again.
it yet. I'm still in the forest after everything has exploded.
I don't know.
It's still sitting there.
I guess we're. I haven't. I didn't play any Breathage this week, but it's kind of.
Played Breath of the Wild.
It's kind of. I don't know. It's getting like. There's not a whole lot of new. You're just trying to extend,
right.
which means you have to grind away at getting the resources, building a thing that is like a balloon of air, taking it out as far as you can go just so that you'll have air out there,
Right.
and then trying to go find something new. So I keep doing that over and over and over. So I've got this like trail of the balloon things going in different directions so that I can like hopscotch between them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of gets boring after a while. It's a good game to play while you're listening to Rachel Maddow.
That works.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I play a lot of games like that where it's you're thinking, you're trying to, you have to grind away at these like very menial like there's not a big deal. Like you don't even have to hear the game. That's how I played Subnautica for years.
Yeah.
You know, you're just doing certain things, collecting things, and you just keep doing it. You just keep doing it over and over and over, and then you look up one day and you're like, okay, so I've got all this stuff. Now what am I going to do with it? And I don't know if there's, there are things that you need to build, like that radiation suit. I haven't seen anything yet that even get you close to that, building that thing. Plus, there's there's like glass that you're supposed to find. I haven't seen glass yet, so it's like, ugh.
Right.
How do you have this whole big giant ship and there's no glass anywhere? It was weird. So, we'll just keep plugging away and see what happens. You know the game that I play the most, though?
What?
The Far Cry Shelter.
No, Fallout. Fallout Shelter.
Fallout Shelter. That's my game. That's the game I play the most.
Yeah, but that's not exciting.
No, it's not.
It really is.
But you can just sit there and click, 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 click. It's so simple. And all you do is click, 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 click. Oh, they're attacking. Give them health, give them health, give them health. Stim pack, stim pack, stim pack.
Yeah, I thought about
Oh,
going
they're defeated.
back.
Great. Click, click, click. That's the game. That's the
Yeah.
whole game.
Sure is. I thought about going back into the Jurassic World.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the game you wanted so badly.
I played a lot of it. I have like over 80 hours.
That's
in
it? 80? Not like 400 in like
I don't-
Subnautica?
I don't have any game that is in the hundreds yet. The only thing that's closer is probably Far Cry.
Man, please. I probably got 100 hours in a lot of games.
Yeah. I was
Play
gonna
games,
go.
people. Play games.
I was gonna go back into that, but it's one of those games that you have to devote a lot of time to because it takes so long to get anything done.
So devote the time.
Meh. I was gonna go.
I hate those
and
games
do
that I
the-
buy that I take time.
That's not what I'm doing.
That's what I hear.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. Don't. And I also have the Lego Jurassic World.
And
I don't think I've talked about that one.
and you've
That one's-
played it and you like it and you love it and you're not gonna go.
No, that one's fun.
And
Because it's puzzles and you're
when was the
running
last time
around
you
the
played?
world.
Oh my, that was a long time ago.
Last year.
I know. When was the last? I looked up. Oh, I know what it was. Last week when I looked up Just Cause. The reason I started the game is because it said that I hadn't played since 2016.
Oh.
I thought that was funny. It was
I think that's the last time I played.
it's like, oh my. I think I should probably get back into this. I wasn't very good at it then, but I might be better at it now because of all the other games.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I'm thinking about just starting over.
And I only really play Doom if I'm upset.
Doom is. I was telling my students this, because they're in middle school. They need stress relievers, or they're about to. But I was telling them that was my stress reliever is Doom. Just an hour of Doom, and yeah, stress was gone. It was like playing drums at Tuskegee. Just give me Doom for an hour, and let me smash some faces and kick over some things and brutalize some demons, and next thing you know, you're like, okay, I'm good now.
It's like doing demolition on the house.
Yeah. It's you just all you need is a sledgehammer, man. Just give me this sledgehammer and just beat the hell out. It's like what they do with the cars. They do that in places as money makers, fundraisers.
Just scrap cars.
Take a scrap car, sit it out in the middle of a field, take people and just give them sledgehammers. And just hey, you pay us for a certain amount of time. You just beat the hell out of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Last time I played Doom.
Breaking glass everywhere.
Last time I played Doom was because I was upset at For Honor.
See?
Because I
get
couldn't
mad at one video game, you go de-stress by playing another one.
Yeah, I couldn't get past the one part, which I'm already way past now.
That's how it works.
I'm out of the Viking story and now into the Samurai's story.
Well, you know what's funny is you if you can like get out of the game.
Yeah.
And then go back in a couple days. All of a sudden, the thing that was so hard, like you get through it like that. And it's like, why was this so hard before?
Well,
like, what made it hard?
I changed the perks I had equipped, so that's what helped me. Because I went and I had something that was like, because you have always active ones. Like if you kill a certain amount of enemies in a short amount of time, you get like a boost. And then you have ones that you can activate by hitting a button. So I did one that was like regain a large portion of your health and have this shield effect where you take less damage from the enemies. And I got through the thing quickly by using those.
But did you make that choice because you had time to get away from the game and go, you know what? I should just do this.
Right.
And then, because when you were doing, you kept probably banging your head against the wall.
Yeah.
While you were there the first time, so that's what I mean. Sometimes you just got to get away. Sometimes you just got to back up. Right. I do this a lot of times, especially when you just have to stop. Yeah. You know, that's why, like in Candy Crush. Yes, I said Candy Crush. In the Crush, that happens. You're sitting and you're like, I've been sitting, but see, in Candy Crush, you die so many times, you can't play no more.
Physically, yeah.
So now you have to get away from it.
Yeah, it forces you.
Whereas in other games, there's nothing forcing you to get away from it, and you just keep running in there, trying to get it, getting frustrated, not winning.
I did that with Portal.
Did what? Got away from it, or didn't get away from it?
Yeah, I would play like a couple stages, like, okay, this is not too bad. That took a little time. And then I get to one, it's like, I generally don't know what to do, and leave for a week and come back and like, okay, I kind of have something, and leave for another week and come back and it's like, oh, that's how you do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a weird thing with playing games. I don't know what that is about our brain. Sometimes maybe the brain solves the problem while you're not playing. It's still trying to solve the problem.
Probably.
All right.
I have nothing else.
That's it. That's all we got for you. There is no more. We got batteries. We got covers. That's it. That's all.
That's all we got.
We're out of here.
I would play something with this, but I only played Minecraft with this.
Okay, well, you need to find a thing or I'm going to take it from you.
No.
Yes, I am.
No,
yes, I'm taking it. I'm going to take it.
It's mine.
It's going to happen.
No. You can't even use this with anything.
When I take your iPad, I can.
Why would you take my iPad? I need that for things. You could use this with your phone.
I can get my next iPad Pro, which I don't want.
I know.
There's nothing about the iPad Pro I want.
Oh, I love mine.
There's nothing.
Love it.
I mean, literally nothing. All right.
Because you don't use that one. I mean, it's a timer.
Peace, two fingers. Those of you that are into the Star Wars and the Star Trek, or just one or the other, Star Trek Discovery. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna watch Solo today.
Good.
'Cause I haven't watched that
It's
yet.
about time.
I haven't watched that yet. Because I just recently watched Predator.
Why is the mommy looking at us?
I have things to tell you, but.
She has things to tell us. So we're gonna leave now. Say goodbye to people. Peace.
Short wave.
2 fingers. See you later.